It's been a few days since we went to the nursery, and so today, what I'll be doing, I'll be turning these two Cypress into standards. These two Cypress, this is Cypress Wilma, and it grows for about 360 centimeters tall by 120 centimeters wide. So it's not a very huge growing conifer. Today, what I will do, I will just clip all the bottom growth of the two cypress, and then I will uh, leave the top growth alone for it to continue growing, because they will be going into my right in my entryway where I have the two canna lilies. So the reason why I want to remove all the bottom leaves is because, number one, I want to train it into a lollipop. Number two, I want to be able to grow, I want to be able to use the bottom space growing lower growing plants, like maybe some annuals, or you see like bulbs during autumn for spring display, stuff like that. So that's why I want to trade it into a lollipop. There's nothing wrong with it being like this, but I prefer the lollipop better than just it being this way. So what I have here, I've got my scissors. I'll be using the scissors because I don't have pruners right now, and I also have a tape measure here, and the tape measure is for measuring the height of the two conifers, as to try to make them as equal as possible in height, so they don't look funny or they don't look uneven when looking at them from a distance. So I've already done my marking. I marked 30 centimeters from the ground to where I want to clip all the bottom leaves, like right here. I've already marked it. So all the leaves from this point downwards, they will all be removed. Same for this one as well. All the leaves or the twigs or the branches from here downwards, they'll also be removed. So what I'll be using them to mulch my hydrangeas right here. That's my hydrangea. Since I heard from Kevin from Epic Garden, he said that we can use these to the as mulch from his recent video, and as well as they have some acidic I don't know how to call that, but so if I have to put these onto my hydrangea, maybe during the period of time, whenever as long, like during the period of time as these decompose, they may release some acidic or some whatever acid into the soil, and that will be able to feed the hydrangea, because the hydrangea love acidic soil. So if these can make my hydrangea soil acidic, that will be great. So I'll be using them as mulch. I won't be putting them in compost. I won't be putting them in trash. I'll use them as a mulch. And the other thing that I could have done with this, I could also have propagated it, but for me, propagating at this time, I don't think I'm ready for the propagation process right now. As you see, this one here, this is a good stem to propagate. And on top of that, I think currently I just need two. I don't need more than two. If I need another one, then I think I would just rather go and purchase another one, rather than having to propagate, even though propagation is saving a lot of money, you see. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing. So without further ado, let's start shaping these two conifers into the standard form that I want them to be. So the other thing that I forgot to mention is that this cypress here, compared to this cypress here, this one here has got two branches. So I have to get rid of one branch, which I'll only have to leave one of the main leader here, because I want them to only have one main leader. I don't want them to have two leaders or three leaders, because I'm afraid of like in terms of it has to rain, I'm afraid of the rainwater weighing down one of the branch, like this one here, having to be weighed, and then just ruining the shape of the of the tree, or just making the shape of what I'm training the tree into looking funny. So This branch here I'll be getting rid of, even though it's a very good looking branch and it's quite tall, but I'll just be getting rid of that. And as you can see, what will be left behind is just a the size of that is quite small compared to this one here. But along the way, or as they grow, I'm expecting them to look almost the same. So let's just continue doing the cutting and then just get to see the end result. I'm having a little bit of an issue here. As you can see here, there's two branches here. This one branch is quite thick, and I'm quite nervous to cut this branch using a scissor. My scissor doesn't look big enough to cut this branch here. This branch looks scary though. It's thick. I'm afraid of ruining the tree. I'm afraid of cutting the tree in the wrong way, but I'll try and see how to do it. So as you can see, the we're starting to have the shape and the look already. It's looking good, and yeah, it's really looking good. So for this one, once I pass the test of cutting that, then the second one will be much easier. It's not as clean as how a pruner would do it, but it's way cleaner than how I expected it to be. I'm excited. I'm happy. All right, so we'll just clean off the other small branches here, and we'll go to the next one. All right, so right here I'm done um, training them into a standard, and I won't be cutting the top as I mentioned, because I want it to continue growing taller. I think maybe I will increase the height a little bit as they grow taller, but this is what I wanted it to look like. And this isn't their final place. Of course, I'll have to move them into the bigger pot. So in that bigger pot, I'll have amount of space to grow like annuals or bulbs at the bottom of these conifers, Cypress, Wilma. The other thing is that the Cypress, they are hardy from zone 8 to 10 or 11, if I'm not mistaken. I will look onto the hardiness of these Cypress. They grow well in warmer regions. They don't grow well like in colder regions, and if you're growing them in colder regions during winter, you have to bring them indoors and treat them as house plants. So these grow well in the southern areas of in the southern hemisphere. For us, they grow very well. So these grow well in the warmer regions, like the area where I live in. It's quite warm, it's hot, it's humid, and then in winter we also have quite warm winters. We don't have cold winters. So for me, this will be outdoor plants like throughout the year. So alright guys, we've reached the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for your support. Please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to my channel, and please don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you could be notified whenever I upload new videos. Thank you for watching. Assalamu alaikum, and I will see you in the next one. Bye everyone.